Students, I welcome you all to the English online classes for 10th class. We are going to read the unit 3 of your class. In the last unit, we have come to know that the parents, the teachers play a major role in better understanding, following the teachings of elders, respecting the elders, avoiding jealousy feelings among the people, greediness, usage of unhealthy language to lead a peaceful and a harmonious life. Now, in A reading, we are going to read the lesson, The Journey. You already know that the journey means to travel. Before reading the lesson, let us know the meanings to the new words. Glossary. Lethargy, not enthusiastic. Terrain, land with particular physical features. Motorable, fit for vehicles to move on. Customs, society or community accepted ways. Dilly-dallying, taking a long time to do something. Debt, a sum of money that somebody owes. Shun, to avoid. Amusing, funny. Just a large, strong box. Protested, disagreed. Dissuade, make someone agree to not to do. Plight, a different and sad situation. Quiet, silent. Matter of fact, unemotional. Now, let us read the A reading, The Journey. You already know that journey means to travel. A student has to travel to reach his destination to develop his personality. Okay, students, now let us read the A reading. After spending a leisurely Sunday at home, the very thought of returning to work on Monday is tiring. Lethargy creeps in if the holiday continues over an extended period. That is how I felt when I was preparing to return to my place of work after spending 6 months at home. Really, it happens. When we spend holidays for more than 1 month or a holiday like Sunday also, we don't like to go on Monday because there will be somewhat laziness. The fact that I was to leave behind my newly wed wife, and moreover, the author got married and he has to leave his newly wed wife. It is really a horrible situation. And go to a far off place did not help either. Obviously, I did not want to go. However, I finally did decided to go. I did not have much to carry by way of luggage, just a trunk. Really, it happens when we go to our hometown, we don't take any luggage along with us. But while returning to the working place, we carry all the things with us. So here also the author, he was having just a trunk to carry. Ours is a hilly terrain without any motorable roads. and there is no certainty that we are ever going to have any roads. In any case, while coming home, we do not carry bedding. Besides, I had come home this time round for a special purpose to get married. My parents had arranged my marriage according to the customs of a tribal society. Time flew, and 5 months into my marriage, I realized it. Initially, I thought of extending my leave, even taking unpaid leave. But after some dilly-dallying, I finally decided against it because marriage had increased my responsibilities and I had to got into debt. On my way home from the bus stop, my trunk had been carried by a porter. Really, we see all the youth, they never carry their luggage. They arrange the porter or some other persons to carry their luggage. The problem now was we couldn't find anyone who could help me carry the trunk to the bus stop. See, children, in villages, we don't find anyone to carry anything because the people are hardworking and they do their work on themselves. So here, the author didn't find anyone to carry the trunk to the bus stop. At another time of the year, we would have easily found someone to help me. But now, most of the villagers were busy in the fields. Nobody had time to spare for me. In fact, carrying the trunk should not have been such a worry for me, except that my education had made me shun physical labor. After all, I was a government officer, and the idea of people seeing me carry my own luggage was not at all amusing. Otherwise, for a young man like me, it should not have been an issue to carry a 20-kilo chest on my back. Finally, my father came up with a solution. Don't worry, I myself will see you off at Dirang. I protested. How could I allow my old father to carry my trunk? What would people think? What would they say? But I failed to dissuade him. It was decided that father would carry the chest. A large crowd gathered at our place the day I was to leave. People had come to wish me luck. It was 10:20 when I left for Derang. My father had already left. As I had to do a bit of catching up, I walked fast. 3 kilometers down the road, I caught up with my father. See, here we see the difference of the father's stamina and the son's stamina. Father said, "You are late." That is the complaint usually all the children in all the family will get. Father will be shouting, "You are late, you are late." In the lesson also, we came with the same words. Father said, "You are late. Would you like to rest for some time?" See, though it was late, the father said, "Would you like to take rest?" Having walked fast, I was tired. Moreover, I had to cross two hills on the way up to the spot. I quickly sat down on a rock. My father laughed at my plight. So this little distance has tired you? Rest for a while. But we have to be in time for the bus. Father was quiet for some time. He thoughtfully looked at the sun for a moment, and then his eyes fell on the can of homemade wine that I was carrying. Wetting his lips with his tongue, he said in a matter of fact manner, I am thirsty. So, children, here we end this part. I think you have understood the matter. So, here we came to know that the father and the mother, they were the tribal people, but they made the child to study. And afterwards, he got a government job, and being an officer, he was not accustomed, not used for the physical labor. So, while coming to the village, he was having very less luggage, but it was carried by the porter. But while returning to his place of working, the luggage was heavy. It was 20 kilo chest and he was unable to carry it. So, every problem, there must be some solution. Only thinking, discussing, and wasting the time. This should not be done. That is what we have to learn from this lesson. If we have to travel, if we want to reach our destination, we should not waste our time thinking about the same thing for a long period. Now, the father came out with the solution that he is going to carry the luggage to the station. And at the moment, okay, though the son protested, he carried the luggage. And the son, he had to walk fast to reach his father. And father was very particular with the time, and they always say the children, you should not be late, you have to be in a hurry. The same dialogues are repeated by the father in this lesson also. And he saw, though he was tired, he was used to do for the hard work. He saw his son delicacy. He was really tired. He made his son to sit, and as he was thirsty, he gave homemade wine for him to satisfy his thirsting. I think all of you have understood this part of the lesson. Now, the next part is answer the following questions. What was the main purpose for the narrator to go to his village? How much time did he spend there? The main purpose for the narrator to go to his village was to get married. And he spent 6 months' time at his home. How was the narrator's area? The narrator's area was a hilly terrain without any motorable roads. The third question, why did the narrator felt tiring to work after leisure time? Did you ever experience the same at any time, children? The narrator felt tired to work after leisure time as he got habited to spend time without any aim. I too experience same every year after Dasara vacation, Pongal holidays and summer vacation, and even after Sunday also we have the same feeling. Okay. Now the fourth question. Why was the author reluctant to carry his own luggage? And the second part of the question, what would you do if you were in the author's place? So, the author was reluctant to carry his own luggage as the first point, he was educated. Educated people, they maintain the styleness. So, that is the first point. He was educated. And the second point, he was not used for physical labor. They only sit and study and they want to get marks. That is their main intention, and that is the point I mentioned over here. And the third point, he was feeling shy about what other people will think of him. And the main purpose, what would you do if you were in the author's place? Because after each and every lesson, we have to decide. We have to change our thoughts to lead a better and a best life. So, our choice, in my sense, I would like to, if I were in the author's place, I would like to. Okay, so I will carry my luggage on my own and at the same time help the weak and the needy people because I'm a youth. I have more stamina. I'm an educated person. I know that the aged people, their strength will be very less. They cannot carry as previous they had done. The second point, I'm grown up. When I'm grown up, my understanding power also increases. And I'm a strong youth because I know that youth is the strongest part of the life. And I will never give her an opportunity to my elders to help me because I know how much strain they have taken to bring me up and the stage in which I am. And the third point, I will look after each and every need of my house because I'm grown up, I'm strong enough, I'm earning, I know I can understand, and my main aim will be to fulfill all the wishes of my people and fulfill all their needs. So try to fulfill them without undergoing any depths because the education makes us to do our work in the limited time, in the limited amount only, and at the same time extend our hand for helping the needy and weak people. I hope you have understood the lesson, children. With this, we end this section. Stay home, stay safe. Bye, students.